Yo, what's good? Stu here, Stu TV. I cover all things blockchain, metaverse, crypto, NFTs, all that good stuff. Just coming at you again with another beginner series video. In today's video, this is going to be covering staking. Just some basics, some things that you want to cover. It's another avenue where you can explore when you get into the crypto Web3 space. But anyway, let's get into it. We can click and see token staking, a comprehensive guide for beginners in 2024. In a dynamic world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, token staking has emerged as a crucial component, offering both investors and projects a way to engage deeply within the ecosystem. At its core, staking involves locking up a certain amount of cryptocurrency in a wallet to support the operations of a blockchain network. This process not only helps secure the network, but also allows participants to earn rewards. Token staking serves multiple purposes across different blockchain platforms. For investors, it represents an opportunity to generate passive income by participating in the network's governance and validation process. For the project, it provides a mechanism to incentivize and engage users while enhancing security and stability of the network. As blockchain landscape evolves, understanding token staking's mechanics, benefits, and strategic considerations becoming increasingly important. So let's scroll down a little bit. I'm going to just break some of this down. What is staking? Staking is a process used in blockchain networks to support network operations such as transaction validation, network security by locking up a certain amount of cryptocurrency. Here's a breakdown of how staking works and its key components. So you have locking funds. Users lock up a specific amount of cryptocurrency in a staking wallet. This cryptocurrency is essentially set aside and cannot be used or transferred for the staking period. Then you have supporting network functions. The stated tokens are used to participate in various network activities such as validating transactions and creating new blocks. You earn rewards in return for staking the tokens and helping maintain the network. Stakers are earned rewards typically in the form of additional tokens. The reward structure can be varied based on the blockchain protocol. Security and governance. Staking contributes to the network and security and decentralization, and blockchain stakers also participate in governance positions. So just even with breaking down just the first process of staking. Staking is just being able to offer up your currency or your token, and it'll be locked and computed into a smart contract, whether that smart contract agrees on a specific day number, whether you're going to lock it up for 30 days, 90 days, half a year, just depending on the time frame. Or it can have where you can unstake it at whatever point you can withdraw your tokens. Then you're supposed to, based on that, being able to get some APY rewards back, whether that might be a 5%, even 20, even 25% yield, just depending on what platforms. And then also those staking rewards will be bigger if you're early in on that specific network. But you're basically supporting the network and then getting a return, giving you some funds as far as passive income, extra tokens, some type of drop, some type of value incentive to keep users motivated to keep staking on that platform and interacting with the network. So we have key components. Consensus mechanism. Many modern blockchains use proof of stake, such as delegated proof of stake, where the staking is integral to the consensus process. You have staking pools. For individuals who might not have enough tokens, technical know-how how to stake on their own, staking pools allow users to combine resources to increase their chance of earning rewards. Then you have a lockup pool. Some staking mechanics require tokens to be locked up for a certain period. During this time, users can access or transfer their stake assets. Then you have risk and considerations. While staking can be profitable, it comes with risks such as potential loss of stake access due to network issues. So what are the benefits of staking? So you get passive income. Staking offers a way to earn rewards by simply holding and locking up tokens, network security, and governance participation. In some networks, staking allows users to participate in governance decision process, influencing the future direction of the protocol. So how does token staking work? So you have the selection of the blockchain. So you have to decide first whether you're going to decide on Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin, where you're going to actually have it host, where the token is going to be in circulation. Then you have the acquisition of tokens. To participate in tokens, you need to acquire the native token blockchain you wish to stake on, set up a staking wallet, staking your tokens, and then staking your tokens. Once you have your tokens and your wallet ready, you can start the process, direct staking, or even getting into the staking pools. Then we have the validation and consensus and proof of stake. Stakers are selected to validate transactions on new blocks based on the various numbers of tokens. So you have block validation, block creation. Stakers are validated to verify, validate transactions. This process ensures all transactions are legitimate and follow the network's rules. In the POS, stakers are responsible for creating new blocks and adding to them in the blockchain. This process is is essential for the network's operation and security. Then you get into earning rewards. In return for the participation, stakers earn rewards. These rewards are typically paid out in the form of additional tokens. These amount of rewards depend on factors such as total amount staked, the network rewards, and distribution models. Unstaking and withdrawals. If you wish to stop staking, you initiate a process, the unstaking process. Unstaking period. Many networks require a cooldown or unbinding period, which your tokens are locked and cannot be used or transferred. So there's just like many different ones as far as acquisition, how you start. So first you're just going over picking the blockchain. Once you pick the blockchain, then you get your acquisition of your tokens. Then you set up a wallet where you can go receive them. All right, cool. Do I want to actually stake into a pool? Do I want to do some direct staking? Do I want to stake on a centralized platform? Do I want to have a cross-chain perspective where I have multiple options? So there's many wide varieties, but you want to have the max use and look for the highest returns in APY. And I would start there from the base layer of your strategy. That way you're already looking and have a way to be like, damn, I'm just only looking for what's going to give me the highest return, especially if I'm agreeing to this smart contract or lock up my funds. But let's scroll a little bit down. We can get into network participation. So they have benefits and risks. Staking can provide a source of passive income, support network security and decentralization. The risks include potential loss of stake assets due to network issues, penalties for validator misbehavior, or price volatility of those stake tokens. So that's very important to be able to know and understand just differences within your risk tolerance and just the benefits. If you're staking on a particular platform, these tokens are not a guarantee that they can have fluctuations in price. So let's say you agree for a 30 or 90-day staking period. Within those 30 or 90 days, you're locked up into that smart contract and cannot, get access to that token. So that token drops like more than 40 or 50%. Then you also have to realize you might be selling at a loss, or you might time it on the market where it might go back up. So just realize when you're putting yourself in these staking process, make sure you properly do your own research on the platform that you're interacting with. And I would ideally make it more of a long-term play if you believe in a long-term sustainable future, especially if you're going to agree to higher lockup amounts, which also tie into higher rewards. So the higher that you lock up, I would imagine the more motivation to motivate people to have higher returns because they decide to stake their assets for that period of time. But why do cryptocurrencies have staking? Not all cryptocurrencies have staking because they implement staking on underlying consistent mechanisms, designs with goals and interacting with the blockchain. So we kind of just looked into this. So they have like development philosophy, and then we're going to read a bit of this, and then we're going to go into some of the examples. And so then they got development philosophy. They get into like regulatory. It goes into proof of work. So there's so many different things when it comes into staking, and obviously just not going to go over all these different things as far as just within this video, but just want to go over some of the last part. So I know we have what are the advantages of token staking. So you have passive income, so you earn rewards, network participation, low cost. So we just going over some of these before. Economic incentives, scalability, energy efficient economic model. So you have to just consider some of the risks. So you have slashing penalties and POS systems. Validators can face penalties known as slashing. So you have a lockup period. Locking up is where you just lock up so much of your funds. You have to deal with price volatility where you decide to agree within those time frames of when you lock up your assets. Network risks, and you have smart contract risks. Staking often resolves smart contracts that manage staking process, reward distributions, and then you have opportunity costs. So there's just so many ones. Technical complexity, liquidity risks, how do I start? So it just shows you. So much is a great written, very informative article. I'll drop the link so you can check it out. But how do you start staking? You research and choose a blockchain, acquire necessary tokens. You purchase the tokens, choose a staking method, direct staking. If you have enough tokens, you want to directly be involved, you can stake directly by interacting with the network staking interface on that contract, or you can get into staking pools. So there's just so many different things that you'll be able to get with. But let's actually scroll down, look into the conclusion, and then we're going to go on to our next page. Conclusion: token staking represents a powerful and evolving mechanism within the blockchain ecosystem, offering numerous benefits to participants and network operations. By staking tokens, individuals can earn passive income, participate in network governance, and contribute to the security and stability of blockchain networks. However, it's essential to be aware of the associated risks such as slashing, penalties, lockup periods, price volatility, and potential technical or network issues. Thorough research and careful consideration combination of these factors will help mitigate risk and enhance the overall staking experience. So just going over that, just a lot of risks, a lot of benefits. It's still ever evolving in the new tech. So they're trying to make it forms where it's accessible among many blockchains. So there's many options on how you can start. So I'm gonna give you many different options on how you can start getting the staking if that's a path that you just choose, that you want to decide to go down. And then you can just see how the rewards processes go along as you interact with these different networks. Let's go into our next article. So we have guide to crypto staking. So a lot of this that we have already covered. So we're going to actually skim through this a little bit. Cryptocurrency staking has emerged as a popular way for investors to earn passive income on their digital assets. By participating in staking, individuals can actively contribute to the security and operation of the blockchain networks while being rewarded with additional tokens. What is staking? Cryptocurrency has emerged as a popular way for holders to earn passive incomes. But anyway, let's scroll down. Why should you start staking? Staking involves holding and staking a certain amount of cryptocurrency to support the operations of a network. How to choose a platform. So it just shows security, reputation, supported cryptocurrencies, reward. So that's really important, just to have user experience, customer support, just a lot of things when you decide that you want to stake. There's several crypto strategies you consider when it comes to staking in crypto. Here are a few popular ones. Maximizing rewards. Choose cryptocurrencies with high staking rewards and attractive yields. Research and compare the staking rewards offered by different networks to identify the most lucrative options. So this is the most key and one of the most key and critical things as far as the base layer to your strategy. You're looking for the highest return. You're looking for the highest yield. If you're putting your money into the bank, how much are they getting you back at APY? Can you get it within a different bank, within a different time zone? How people investing in stocks, whether they earn dividend and they earn a certain yield. Okay, if this yield is paying out a higher percentage, let me take half of my portfolio and put it elsewhere. That's the same mindset that you would have with staking. It's just looking at different networks, seeing what the highest returns and yields will be, and where you can actually park your funds and make that passive income an investment. So you have long-term staking, stake your assets for an extended period of time to maximize the benefits of compounded rewards. So that goes into the 30, 60, 90 day. And then you have diversification, select range of cryptocurrencies across different networks. That'll keep your options open in terms of being able to take advantage of unique strategies that you may recognize or see in the space. Selecting promising projects, staking as a service, dynamic staking, governance participation. So it just shows just a diagram of just how you actually stake your crypto, and then you can get in. You can allow like a drop down menu. Once you do that, you just maximize and put up whatever holding that you want to put up. Then it shows you how many days it will be locked up. At 365 days for an entire year, you can earn it at 20%. If you're locking up for 30%, you can earn about as 5%. So just many different ways on how you can approach it and get into it. But let's get into our next article. 10 best crypto staking platforms you could trust in 2024. So these are some of the examples, and I'm going to show you some cross-chain options as well. Despite carrying inherent risk, staking is one of the safest ways to supplement your earnings in crypto. The idea is simple. Instead of holding your assets in a wallet where they remain stagnant, staking involves locking your crypto in a smart contract for a set period. So some of the ones, Ton Staker. Why we choose it, we'll scroll down. With the top options for staking on Ton, the open network. Suntaker is a liquid staking protocol and staking community. The platform is highly user-friendly and caters to the diverse sets of types of users. Stakers can benefit from a super simple process and some of the best rates on the market. So we can just look and see what are the interest rates. So they have 3.07 APY. Pros and cons. Rewards are paid daily, user-friendly, liquid staking, open source. Ton only supports Ton, not available in the US. So let's go to Uphold. Why we choose it? We selected Uphold because it allows you to stake your crypto without frills or fuss. As June 2024, the platform is listed nearly 2 dozen for staking. You can stake Zaquilla, Polkadot, Cosmos, Ethereum, Aptos, among others. Let's look at the interest rates. So you have 32% APY up to 16%. These are some of the highest ones. Pros and cons. Various assets, more than 250 cryptocurrencies available on Apple phone, Android. It has a crypto card, limited regional ability, US users, limited services. So just being able to get that. Let's get into Kraken. Why we choose it. Kraken made this list due to its list of assets and enticing APYs it offer on the platform reputation and rounded security exchange. Let's look at some of the interest rates. So it just shows some of the pros and cons. So there's so many other ones. I'm not going to go through every single one on this list, but you can see it just shows you all the APYs. It'll show you the availability in terms of how that relation to your country, whether that's available. You might have to use a VPN, just different ways around that. Interest rates. So it just shows up to 16%, 19.9%, 6%. And then it shows what is crypto staking. Well, we have already went over that. So it just shows you another example. You want to check out this site. But those are some platforms as far as currently that's latest that's out. And you want to get into staking crypto and be able to maximize on different options. But let's go over to some cross-chain options as well. So we have Thorswap. Thorswap, the decentralized cross-chain exchange. So you can be able to get into this. It just shows you many different back offices. The full custody, swap from wallet to wallet. But we're not actually getting into swapping. We're specifically getting to staking. And be able to get into staking, you can click this in your different asset, stake your Thor, and just be able to get returns. So the staking APY is at 19.453%. So people have this element staked, and you can be able to add your crypto wallet, be able to get and start earning interest just based on you add to that network. But Thorswap is just one that you can look at. You can join the Discord, get into the YouTube documentation. So they have many different resources that you could be able to look at and just back it up by all these different partners, whether that's from Ventures, Center Capital, QI Capital, Compute Ventures, Black Dragon. So just a lot to be able to learn and get into. But let's go into Synapse. Security cross-chain communication. Synapse is the most widely used extensible security cross-chain communication network. So it shows it's extensible. It shows just all the different things in the back office. And this is how much is widely supported by all these different blockchains, whether it's Chronos, Metis, or Dogechain. And then being able to get into some of the staking pools where you can earn percentages, whether it's 10% APY, 8%, 21% for Metis. Canto has 21% APY. Just getting into some different returns. Whether you have Polygon, you can get it at 9%. So just getting access and getting paid to be able to have some money and put some use to your money versus going into banks or other traditional, you would say, quote unquote, Web 2 offices or services. So that's another option that you can get into. And then Ankr is just another one. Building Web 3 project with a leading performance, the most fastable, reliable connection to Web 3, complete roll-up and sidechain connections, seamless and staking experiences and integrations. So a world-class DPIN to power your projects, over 8 billion or 30 plus global regions, over 760K on the geographical. So it's just so many ones you can be able to just follow, and then you can get into some liquid staking on there. It shows you different APYs, whether that's 2.8%, 12.96%, even getting to 10.65% with Flow, and even Phantom, Polygon, and Sui. So those are some options you can get with Ankr. And then let's get into Lido. Lido is a centralized simple staking with STETH, empowering, securing Ethereum since 2020. So it has a 2.9% APR. You can be able to stake your ETH, be able to get different rewards, and just receive. Ethereum's leading liquid staking token with the best in class, deepest liquidity, and competitive rewards. And then being able to get it available where you need it. It has 100 plus integrations with so many different wallets and blockchains being able to get interrupted in. And then they have auditors. They have Sigma Prime, Chain Security, Mixed Bytes, non-custodial, transparent, resilient. So just so many ones that you get to, and then a restaking vault. So this just has a lot of different options. This is what the back office will look like. You would connect your wallet. Once you connect your wallet, you would just see how much the max and the transaction costs, and then seeing the reward fee and just seeing different rewards as you stake and be able to interact with that network. But anyway, guys, this is a wrap up for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and then also I'm gonna do my wrap up and sum up this entire video.
What's good, guys? So I know we're at the end of today's video. Just doing a quick recap, which is what was talked about. I know we just got into staking and just many different options. Just making down the benefits of staking, how you can get passive income, just diversification within the opportunities, and it just depends. You're also just looking for max returns and max rewards when you're looking on these staking protocols and platforms. But anyway, what's actually going to motivate you to get into cross-chain staking or just staking in general, different exchanges and many different processes and forms of cryptocurrency. So the first thing I'll say is just having max returns in terms of just having higher rewards, higher benefits, higher yields. That's more passive income, that's more tokens, that's more money that can be transferred back to fiat or your native cryptocurrency back in your pocket and be able to maximize benefits and opportunities. The next thing I'll say is diversification. So looking into many different cryptocurrencies and saying, okay, what's going to be the highest return yield, but then also the best platform and blockchain to pick based on how many days I'm going to lock up in the next period. Am I lock up for 30 days, 90 days? Do I have belief in long term? Did I properly vet the project to see if they're actually going to be around a year from now or be able to get access to my funds? And they're going to maintain what's the volatility in the price? So there's so many different things to consider. And then my next thing and my last thing I'll say is you just get expansion and just new access to opportunities. New opportunities that have new growth. If you get on the making platform early, then you just get to explore, just have newer exposure, just be able to get early access on opportunities, be able to build, just meet other people within the network. So there's many different other ones that I can mention, but those are some ways and some things that you can be able to benefit just getting into cross-chain staking and getting into different platforms. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, make sure you share the video. Stay tuned for all the ones I'm going to drop, and I'll see you in the next one.